Hello guys, how are you? First of all, I want to tell you I know that today is Friday and it's a game day, but I want you to do this short tutorial. I promise you it's going to be so short that it's going to be incredible. Okay? First of all, I want to thank you guys for really doing hard work, and I'm very impressed with you guys because you have actually gotten something that, it's not the easiest. I mean, I think it's easy, but it's not the easiest thing in the world to first take a grasp of it. And you guys have done very well. You really have. So I want to show you some things that I wanted to go over real quick. And it's a very short tutorial, just something that some of you guys already know this. But as you can see here, I want you to open up your project, and of course I have this project here. That's the one that it's a very simple project, very clean. You're going to be using the one in the cabin. Okay, again, let me repeat that. You're going to use the project in the cabin that you've been working on. So as you know, we've actually placed a button here. Okay, and this button, you can move it around, you could do all that. What I want you to do today is this. I want you to grab that button. Okay, I want you to go ahead and grab it, and then move it basically to the front of the door right there. Just make sure that when you do move it, that it's right there. Okay, there we go. If you want to, you could you could separate it a little bit. It doesn't really matter. In this case, now I'm going to make this button, I'm going to enlarge it. Okay, and I'm going to make it kind of to cover the entire front door. Now the only problem we have here obviously is that you can see this big sphere in front of the door. Okay, so how do we get rid of that? Well, it's very simple, the way we get rid of it. The way we get rid of it is, you could have had, it doesn't have to be a sphere. It could be a rectangle. It could have been anything. In this case, it's a sphere. And what we're going to do is we're going to click over here. We're going to select it. Okay, we're going to make sure we're selecting the actual button, which we made larger. And we're going to unclick Mesh Renderer. Now, if you can see here, let me try to get up here and see if I can move into my, yeah, here we go. I'm going to move this. Okay, I'm going to hit play, and we're going to walk into it, and we're going to, give me a second here. Okay, there we go. We're going to walk right into it. We're not going to walk into it. We're going to come to it, and in this case, what we're going to do is we're just going to click on the front of the door, and there you go. It opens. Now you don't have that button in front, which makes it a little bit different. Now it could have been, and later on we're going to go into this, where you walk up to the door and it just opens without clicking on the mouse down. Okay, of course that would require a different type of trigger. Okay, but it's not hard, it's not difficult, but that's something pretty cool. Now next week, what we're going to do, and I want you to listen to this, okay, I want you to listen here carefully. Don't turn off the video until I'm done. What we're going to do here is, next week we're going to put like a creaking sound every time the door opens. We're also going to look into next week and maybe the week after, or the week after we're on vacation, but when we come back, we're going to look into picking up things with the mouse. Okay, picking up objects that may be on a table or something like that. That's what we're going to do. And so far I've only used up 3 minutes and 47 seconds of the video. So right now I just want to say one thing. I want to review something real quick. So that's what I want you to do today. Now please keep in mind, and you guys all need to know this, remember that when you're adding states, you have to add it to the right object. In other words, if and it's got to be like, if I'm going to do it to the button, I've got to be clicked on the button. If I was adding a state over here, then obviously I would have to add it here, okay, on that wall, okay, from that wall. But you're adding scripts is what you're doing to each of the objects so that they will function in a certain way. So in the video, you will have different objects that will have a script attached, and that's what you call it. It's a script. When you talk about FSMs, they're called finite state machines. And what that is, it's an actual script that you're adding to that. So in that case, it's very easy. When you do normally, when you work on real coding. I mean, I wouldn't say real coding, but standard coding, where you have to type out everything. You're saying this button, I want to add this script. Here, all you got to do is click on the actual button, and there you are. If I can find it right here. And the best way, by the way, one more thing. The best way to click on something is usually through the hierarchy. Because if I don't click it right, I may be clicking on the wrong thing. Remember, the button is in front of the door. So if I click it, not exactly there, I'm not going to be able to click on the actual button. But by just going over here to the hierarchy, I can click on the door button, and there it is. Okay, that happens when other objects are on top of other objects. So it does help if you actually just click on the actual door button in the hierarchy. Alrighty, so that's it. That's it for today. What I want you to do is I want you to do your video games. I want to see some friendly competition within you guys. And remember, we have guests coming. I want them to see a little bit of all the things that you guys can that do here. Okay, so I want to see people in the racing rig. I want to see people on the PS4. I want to see people on the Switch and so forth. Okay, thank you very much, guys. You're great. You're wonderful. I love you guys. Bye.